just received a call from a company that I was getting a load from, and they just said they don't have any loads going to New York. So if you're in New York, you won't be receiving anything from these drivers. I don't know if it's real, but I know that the companies are now saying that they're not delivering loads. It's not just the truckers, it's the companies also. Get yourself prepared, New York. Shit may hit the fan in the next couple of days.
Shalom. Brother Kabad back now, GMS lesson. GMS keep pushing. Before I go any further, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors for our apostles and elders, a great millstone for teaching us His truth according to the Bible and root well. Another Shalom, not a sincere argument throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth through diligence and sincerity and in charity. And another Shalom to all you sincere followers, believers of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, not just hearers of the word, but doers as well. You men, women, and children, and hopeful elect, Shalom. As you can see from the video, maybe think about this precept, 2 Ezra 6 and 22, as well as many other precepts. Shall desire and go into a city and shall not be able. All right. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 22. We're going to bring some scriptures, y'all, Lord willing, lessons edifying. But, the time of the end of Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed so-called white man rulership is coming to an end. All right. And America is going to go down in destruction from the inside out, man. That's why it's very important to take heed to the message that the Lord is saying through His men, starting off with our head apostles and elders and bishops of great millstone on down. This is 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. And how do goods, materials, things of that nature get to these stores? Through trucking. All right. Look, if it gets from across seas, through the ships, the boats, and then what? They hit a dock, and then it's separated, and trucks are taking them to different warehouses. From the warehouses, it's going to your local stores, your Walmarts. Okay. Just to name an example. It says, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. That's right. So nothing's going to be going in. And as that guy said, hey, look, no loads are going into New York. That's heavy. That's not something to just, bat an eye to, man, or, turn your attention away from. New York is that city in Babylon. Okay? And can you imagine all the residents, all the people of New York City, nothing coming into New York? That can cause a major chaos and will. And we know, all the elders, the bishops, and the brothers up there in NYC, they're going to be good. The hopeful elect brothers are going to be good. All right. The scriptures say, Isaiah 65. We should already know these scriptures by now. And if we don't, we're going to bring them out again. Because this never gets old. Isaiah 65 and 13 says, therefore thus saith the Lord, power, behold, my servants shall eat. When you to be a servant, you have to serve. All right? And if you haven't been serving who the world calls God, there was only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, their way you are not going to eat during this time. All right? It says, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. You see, these people have an abundance of food and drink right about now. Okay? But as that trucker said, nothing's going in. And that's going to cause the price of food to go sky high. Right? Remember the Lord told us in Matthew, the 24th chapter, the time is coming upon the earth. There's never been a day like it. That's why we got to continue to pray, not only for ourselves, but the Akim, the Agwaf, the hopeful elect members. Okay? Just like the brothers over there in California dealing with those, those heavy rains and slides, mudslides and things of that nature that's going over there, the bad weather, right? The Lord's visiting Cali. So may Yahweh Shah be with the hopeful elect over there and their families, right? So it reads on. It says, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. You see? So the ones of our people that during this grace period have taken Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for a joke. Hey, look, the joke's going to be on them. Remember the Lord said in 2nd Ezra, right? The first chapter, it's not me forsaking, but you forsaking your own selves. 2nd Ezra 1. I'll get to the point. 27. Ye have not, as it were, forsaken me, but your own selves, saith the Lord. And this is something that when we say Jake, we're talking about Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, or have all, for the most part, always forsaken Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for other gods. All right, now the judgment's coming for not taking heed to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and worshiping him and him only through his own begotten son. Judgment coming, and now the Lord's going to forsake you. So let's go back. We was in 2nd Ezra 6, I believe it was, 22. Yep. It says, 2nd Ezra 6 and 22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Verse 24, and at that time, friends shall fight against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, in 3 hours they shall not run. Right? So enemies are going to be fighting. Okay? Everyone's going to be in a state of fear. No water, nothing, man. Verse 25, whosoever remaineth from all these that I've told thee shall escape and see my salvation in the end of your world, the end of this current age, man. All right. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 15. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 1. It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. See, the Lord's always being real specific when it comes to who he's talking to. Right? Whether it's Israel, whether it's the heathens, whether it's Edom. All right? The Lord is very clear. And in this aspect, the Lord's talking about his people that were minds possessive. And who are the Lord's people? The ones who he gave his word to. Psalms 147, 19 and 20. He showed up his word to Jacob. All right? So this is who this warning is for. It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Jumping down. Which means to tell you something's going to come to pass before it happens. All right? Let's see here. And what do you think that's going to do when these trucks stop coming to these stores? All right, when people had to rely, all right, on what's left in these stores, in these homes. People go. Matter of fact, let me read it. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands. What's the modern day sword? The gun. For there shall be sedition among men, right? Sedition, speech, okay, causing people to rebel against the authorities, man. And the authorities not going to have any answers for these people, but to go home, right? Everything's going to be okay. Just leave it in the hands of the higher ups. Okay? But people are not going to want to hear that, because why? They're not going to be eating. They're not going to have medicine. They're not going to have food, basic necessities that these people have been used to, man. Rarely available to them. They're not going to have it at their disposal. It says, for there should be sedition among men and invading one another. Why are people going to be invading one another? You got to ask yourself this. All right? It says they shall not regard their kings nor princes, right? Your local presidents, mayors, governors, prime ministers. It says in the course of action shall stand in their power. And here's the precept I wanted. It says a man